October 2019, U.S. intelligence community managed to finally find the location of one of the world's most wanted men, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Al-Baghdadi had been the focus of an international manhunt since 2014, but the intelligence community got really lucky in 2018 when Turkish, U.S., and Iraqi forces managed to capture 5 members of Baghdadi's inner circle, which provided the intelligence the U.S. needed to find his general location. The CIA then put multiple undercover agents on the ground, as well as a surveillance drone overhead to confirm his exact location. And thankfully, it didn't take long for them to get a positive ID on al-Baghdadi hiding in a large compound in northwest Syria near the town of Barisha. Meanwhile, in northern Iraq, a temporary compound designed to replicate the one Baghdadi was hiding in was created so the assault force could plan and rehearse for the coming raid. The assault force was made up of approximately 70 operators, the vast majority of which were from the 75th Ranger Regiment. Their objective was to set up a perimeter around the target while a squadron of Delta Force operators cleared the compound itself. The plan was to have the operators delivered to the target building by 8 helicopters from the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, while also having multiple F-15s and Reaper drones in the air for support, along with 5 U.S. Navy guided missile cruisers and destroyers on standby. The assault force trained and prepared for the operation for several weeks before finally getting the green light to hit the compound. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for checking the video out. In today's video, we're going to be going over a Delta Force raid along with the actual combat footage from this Delta raid. A lot of you guys have been asking me for more Delta footage and more Delta stories and raids and all that stuff, and obviously Delta's a bit more secretive than a lot of the other units that we cover here on the channel, and there's not as many Delta stories and certainly not as much footage out there as there is for a lot of the other units, but I'm doing my best to really find more stories, more footage on Delta. I know a lot of you guys are interested in that, and I can't blame you at all. Delta, my God, those guys are absolutely the coolest people on the freaking planet, and you just can't not love them. You know what I mean? You can't help it. They're incredible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. Make sure you watch the video all the way through to the end. It really helps support the channel and helps get this video farther up in the algorithm. And I'm going to try to put the footage later in the video anyway, so you have to watch it to the end. So got you there. But if you guys don't enjoy this video for whatever reason, feel free to hit that dislike button and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to improve my future videos. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate any and all feedback, and I really don't mind the dislikes. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Let's continue on with this story. On the 25th of October, United States President Donald Trump was briefed on all aspects and risks of the plan, and thankfully he decided to give the team the green light for the ground assault. The operation was given the code name Operation Kayla Mueller, in tribute to the American aid worker who was captured, tortured, and killed by al-Baghdadi himself in 2015. On the night of the 26th of October, the assault force, which had designated themselves Task Force 814 in reference to Kayla's birthday, boarded their helicopters and took off toward the target building. The task force arrived on target at around midnight and immediately came under small arms fire while they were still in the air, but the hostiles were quickly silenced by the Black Hawk helicopters. They then landed and the Rangers rushed out of the aircraft to establish a perimeter while the Delta operators pushed toward the compound. Once they reached the gate, the team had their interpreter use a megaphone to tell the people inside the compound to exit peacefully with their hands up, which quickly led to a large group of non-combatants, including 11 children, exiting the compound. The non-combatants were quickly checked for weapons and then moved away to a safe area. The team then quickly cleared several tents outside the perimeter wall, but with still no sign of Baghdadi, it was time to enter the main structure. The team had reason to believe that the front door would be booby-trapped, so they decided to use an explosive device to breach the wall of the structure. Breaching the building, they immediately encountered 5 armed individuals, 4 of which were believed to be al-Baghdadi's wives, while the other one was an unknown male wearing an explosive vest. The Delta operators ordered them to surrender and come out peacefully, but the operators were forced to eliminate all 5 of them. At around the same time, a white van full of enemy fighters approached the perimeter the Rangers had established around the compound, but the van was quickly destroyed by the Black Hawk helicopters circling above. Back inside, the assault team continued to clear the remaining rooms of the compound, where they found 2 more men who immediately surrendered. When the rest of the team pushed into the final room of the compound, they got eyes on their target. Al-Baghdadi was running into a tunnel while carrying 2 children under his arms. The team then quickly sent in their dog Conan to chase down the target through the tunnel. While running through the tunnel, Al-Baghdadi reached a dead end, and because he's an absolute coward and didn't want to be taken alive, he decided to detonate his explosive vest, eliminating himself and the 2 children. The explosion collapsed the end of the tunnel and lightly wounded the dog Conan. The team quickly recovered Conan from the tunnel and then began clearing the tunnel of any potential explosive devices. The operators then began the incredibly difficult task of finding what was left of al-Baghdadi's body to perform a DNA test. But once they found him, they were able to get a positive DNA test confirming they had accomplished their mission. The senior U.S. commander on the ground then radioed in. Jackpot, 100% confidence jackpot. We got him. The team then searched the entire compound, recovering anything valuable for intelligence, including laptops, phones, paperwork, all of that good stuff. Once they were finished up in the compound, the operators boarded their helicopters once again and returned to base. With the operators now out of the way, the F-15s and Reaper drones used several cruise and guided missiles to flatten the compound so it could never be used as a shrine. In total, over 20 enemy fighters were killed during the raid, including al-Baghdadi. 2 Delta operators along with Conan were lightly wounded during the raid, but thankfully they didn't lose anyone and no one was even severely wounded during the operation.
Last night, the United States brought the world's #1 terrorist leader to justice. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He was the founder and leader of ISIS, the most ruthless and violent terror organization anywhere in the world. U.S. Special Operations Forces executed a dangerous and daring nighttime raid in northwestern Syria and accomplished their mission in grand style. He died after running into a dead-end tunnel, whimpering and crying and screaming all the way. He reached the end of the tunnel as our dogs chased him down. The thug who tried so hard to intimidate others spent his last moments in utter fear, in total panic and dread, terrified of the American forces bearing down on him.
Several hours after the raid on October 27th, a U.S. airstrike killed Abul Hassan al-Muhajir. I probably completely butchered that name, but who really cares at all about this dude's name anyway? But he was likely the successor as leader of ISIS after al-Baghdadi's death, but a U.S. airstrike got him as well the following day. So needless to say, this was a wildly successful operation for Delta, as well as the Ranger Regiment and the U.S. intelligence community. Just all around a huge win, getting the leader of ISIS, not suffering any major casualties, just all around incredible. Makes me super proud to be an American. That guy, al-Baghdadi, we could spend hours. I could have a video hours long going over the horrifically terrible, evil things that dude has done. So it is a huge win, not just for the US, but for the entire world to have that dude underground. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you guys did enjoy it, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We are on our way to 100,000 subscribers. Gonna get that play button here soon. I am so excited and so thankful. Never thought in a million years I'd be here. But if you guys don't enjoy this video, you didn't like it for any reason, please feel free to hit that dislike button. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to improve the future videos. Any and all feedback really genuinely is greatly appreciated here. I want to make these videos the highest quality they possibly can be. So feedback is always greatly appreciated. But I want to hear down in the comments below what you guys think about this operation. I've had a lot of comments from people telling me that they want to hear some more Delta stories. Obviously, Delta's a bit more secretive than a lot of the other... Delta's a lot more secretive than a lot of the other units that we talk about here on the channel. So it's a bit... There's combat stories about Delta are a bit harder to come by, and especially footage is a bit harder to come by than like SEALs or even Rangers and stuff like that. So I can't do too much. There's just not that much content out there, but I have been trying to find more Delta related stories because I know a lot of you guys want to hear more about Delta, which I can't blame you at all. Delta's freaking amazing. I'd love to tell more Delta stories. The stuff they do, those guys are legendary to say the least. Some of the best America has to offer, and it is a genuine pleasure to have the opportunity and the honor of sharing their incredible stories here with you guys on this channel. I can't even express to you guys how much I love making these videos, how much I love what I get to do for a living. I spend a very large amount of time reading books written by incredible operators, and it's just a joy, man, getting to share these stories. So thank you guys so much for watching these stories and listening to my stupid voice. I really appreciate every one of you guys. My deepest desire is to share as many of these stories as I possibly can, and to do my part to honor our brave men and women in uniform. And I hope that comes across in the videos, and you guys are able to see that I'm really doing my best to honor these incredible people. There's a lot of bad stuff shown on the media. You know, you turn on the news and it's just constantly talking about the worst people in America, you know, and TikTok is constantly, if you're on TikTok, it's constantly just all the bad stuff that's going on in this country. And I just want to be an outlet that's like sharing the best stuff of America. So, and that was always kind of the passion. So I was thinking, you know, what do I do? What can I do on YouTube that's the opposite of what everyone else is doing? Everyone is on the media is just talking about all the bad stuff, all the horrible things that are happening, and there's so many like stories about serial killers and crap that go super viral in here, and I'm like, those are the worst people in the world. Why don't we tell the stories of the best people? I was thinking, well, who are the best people that America has to offer? And it's without a doubt, it's our military, man. It's America's best, America's finest, and it is an honor to share these stories here with you guys. But anyway, enough of me blabbering on. You guys didn't need to hear all of that, but hope you guys have a fantastic day. Get out there, get a absolutely banging workout in, go to the gym. Please, I beg of you, read your Bible. Boys, if you do not have a relationship with God, you need to work on that. You need to work on that. I'm not asking, just give it a shot. Give it a shot. It will change everything for you. What do you got to lose, man? What do you got to lose? Just download the Bible app on your phone, read a bit. Just give it a shot. Give it a shot. It will surprise you. I can guarantee you that. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.